topic. Today I am going to start new chapter, chapter number 5. Chapter 3 completed, chapter 4 completed, now chapter 5. Cost and revenue. First part, cost. Cost has three different terms. First one is real cost. Second one is opportunity cost. And third one is monetary cost. First is real cost. Real costs are those costs which cannot be measured in terms of money. Real costs are those costs which cannot be measured in terms of money or which cannot be expressed in terms of money. Real cost includes pain, efforts, hardship, sacrifice of workers and honor for production. So such pain, efforts, hardship or hard work, sacrifice which workers and owners are doing for production, such pain, efforts, hardship or sacrifice is called real cost. So it cannot be measured in terms of money. Second one is opportunity cost. Definition: next best alternative. Alternative is called opportunity cost. Means if any factor of production, can be used or has two or more use. Means if you have two or more opportunities for using factors of production, if any factor of production can be used or has two or more use, then the opportunity which we are sacrificing for the use of first opportunity is called opportunity cost. Opportunity cost, or it is also known as sacrificing cost. Sacrificing cost. For example, if we have 1 hectare land, and we have two options, either we can produce wheat or we can produce rice. If we are using the entire land for the production of wheat, it means we are sacrificing the production of rice. In this case, sacrificing of rice becomes the opportunity cost for production of wheat. This sacrificing of rice is called opportunity cost for the production of wheat, because when we are producing wheat, we have to sacrifice rice, and vice versa. When we are producing rice in the entire land, we are sacrificing wheat. In that case, wheat becomes the opportunity cost for the production of rice. And third one is monetary cost. Monetary costs are those costs which can be expressed in short I am writing, which can be expressed in terms of money. So in simple language, money is spent for the production of goods and services is called money cost or monetary cost. Monetary cost is of two types. First one is explicit cost. Second one is implicit cost. So total money is spent for the production of goods and services is called monetary cost, and monetary cost is of two types: explicit cost and implicit cost. Explicit cost and implicit cost is not given in your textbook. Explicit costs are those costs which we are making payment to outsiders, and implicit cost which the amount which we are spending inside the business premises. So these are the two types of, for example, explicit cost example, interest on loan. Whatever loan we have taken, on that loan, whatever interest we are paying, that interest is called explicit cost. Then salary to employees or workers is an example of implicit cost. So total there are three terms related with cost. One is real cost, second one is opportunity cost, and third one is monetary cost. First, once again, real cost. Real cost includes sacrifice, efforts, hard work, pain, which workers and owners are taking for the production of goods, and such cost cannot be measured in terms of money. It is called real cost. Next one is opportunity cost. Technical definition is next best alternative. It's called opportunity cost. Means if any factor of production has two or more option or more opportunities to use, then the opportunity which we are sacrificing becomes the opportunity cost for the opportunity which we are using. Once again, for example, if a person has 1 hectare land for production of food grains and he has two options, either he can produce wheat or he can produce rice. If he is using the entire land for the production of wheat, so total production he can do total production 1000 quintal. If he is using the entire land for production of wheat, the total he can produce 1000 quintal of wheat. It means if he is using the entire land for the production of wheat, he cannot produce rice, means 0 quintal. So 0 quintal of rice becomes the opportunity cost for producing 1000 quintal of wheat. If you want to produce 1000 quintal of wheat, we have to sacrifice the total production of rice. So when we are sacrificing this opportunity, means rice becomes the production of rice becomes the opportunity cost for the production of 1000 quintal of wheat. And last one is monetary cost. Expense or amount spent on production of goods or services is called monetary cost. Means cost which can be expressed in terms of money is called monetary terms. And monetary cost is of two types: explicit cost and implicit cost. Explicit cost, expense or amount which we are spending on outsiders or to third parties, and implicit cost, amount spent within the business premises. Such type of cost is called implicit cost. Now next topic, short run and long run. Short run and long run. Short run and long run. Short run is that situation in which some factors means here factors of production. Some factors of production is that situation in which some factors of production can be changed and some factors remain fixed. Fixed means it cannot be changed. Cannot be changed. That time period or situation is called short run. For example, in order to produce goods, we have one machine and 4 laborers. Now, whenever demand increases, so in order to meet those demand, we have to increase our production also, and for increasing demand, now situation is like that in the situation we cannot increase machine. We have to keep one machine, and along with one machine, we are employing 4 additional laborers. Means total we are taking 8 laborers. So with the help of 8 laborers and one machine, when we try to increase production, here machine remain fixed. But in order to increase production, we are increasing laborers. Instead of 4 laborers, now we are employing 8 laborers. So with the help of 8 laborers and one machine, we try to increase production. So in order to increase production, we are changing one factor of production, that is labor, and we are keeping one factor fixed. So when some factors of production can be changed and some factor has to remain fixed, means we cannot change, such situation is called short run. Now long run, or in short run we can say some factors becomes variable. Variable means the factors which can be changed, and some factor has to remain fixed, means this is called fixed factor. Variable factors and fixed factors. It means variable factors and fixed factors are the concept of short run. Variable factors and fixed factor are the concept of short run. Or in other words, we can say that in short run we can bring difference between fixed factor and variable factors. The factors which remain fixed, which do not change, such factors are called fixed factor, and the factors which can be changed according to volume of production, such factor is called variable factors. Now long run. Long run is that situation, it's that situation or time period, is that time period or situation in which all factors of production becomes variable means in long run producer is in a position to change all the factors of production in order to increase production. So whenever producer wants to increase production, and in order to increase those production, if he has ability or if he is in a position to change all the factors of production, then means all the factors of production becomes variable. Here all factors becomes variable means factors of production, any factor of production does not remain fixed. All factors can be changed means all factors becomes variable. It means in long run there is no fixed factor and variable factor. All factors becomes variable. All factors can be changed with the volume of production. That time period or that situation is called long run. It means in long run we cannot differentiate between fixed factor and variable factor. It means once again fixed factor and variable factor are the concepts of only short run. So in long run we can change all factors of production. In short run we cannot change all factors of production. Some factors can be variable and some factors has to remain fixed. So this is the difference between short run and long run. Next topic. Next topic is fixed factor and variable factors. The first, fixed factor. Factors of production. First point, factors of production which do not change with the volume of production is called fixed factor. So any factors which remain fixed, which do not change with the volume of production. Volume of production means quantity of production, means even production increases or decreases or zero, fixed factor remain fixed. Means fixed factor has no relation with the volume of production. Whether production decreases or zero or increases, means production is minimum or maximum, factors remain same. The factors which remain same, which do not change, which remain fixed, such factors are called fixed factor, and it has no relation with the volume of production. For example, salary of permanent employees. or rent of office, rent of factory or office are the examples of fixed factor, whether there is zero production or minimum production or maximum production. The factors which remain fixed, which do not change, such factors are called fixed factors. And on the basis of definition, if you prepare diagram, then diagram is like this. For fixed factor or fixed is fixed costs. X, Y, here output, here cost. So the cost which remain fixed is called fixed cost. So whether output is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Suppose cost is 100, fixed cost is 100. So even when we are producing 1 unit, then also cost is 100. When we are producing 2 units of output, then also 100. 3, 4, 5 and so on, but fixed cost remains same, that is 100. This fixed cost curve, it means fixed cost curve is parallel to x-axis because it remains fixed whether production is 1, 2, 3 or 5. Whether production is increasing or decreasing, the cost which remain fixed is called fixed cost. According to diagram, fixed cost is parallel to x-axis. Now second one is variable cost. Variable cost. The cost which changes with the volume of production. With the volume of production is called variable factors or variable cost. Means when production is zero, variable cost is also zero. Variable cost is also zero. Or when production is maximum, variable cost is also maximum. It means variable cost has direct relation with the volume of production. Now according to diagram, and first of all examples regarding variable cost: purchase of raw materials, payment of wages to laborers, electricity bill, these are the examples of variable cost. Such expense varies with the volume of production. If production is zero, we are not required to purchase raw material, we are not required to make payment to laborers in the form of wages. And as production increasing, expense on raw material or payment of wages to laborers also starts increasing. Means it changes, it varies with volume of production. Now diagram. X, Y represents cost, means variable cost, and X represents output, means production. If we are producing 0 unit of output, 3, 4 and 5. When production is 0, cost also remains 0. When production increases from 0 to 1 unit, suppose cost increases 10 rupees. When production increases 2 units of output, suppose production increases to 20 rupees. In this way, cost increases along with the volume of production. That's why variable cost, this variable cost curve is sloping upward, And one more point, variable cost curve starts from the second point regarding diagram. Variable cost curve starts from the point of origin. Point of origin here means 0, because when production is 0, variable cost also remain 0. That's why variable cost curve starts from the point of origin. And what is the shape of variable cost curve? It is sloping upward. And shape of fixed cost curve, it is parallel to x-axis. So once again, fixed factors or fixed costs are those costs which remain same, which do not change with the volume of production. Such cost is called fixed cost, fixed factor or fixed cost. Means even production is 0 or minimum or maximum, fixed costs remain fixed. It does not change. Means it has no direct relation with the volume of production. Examples are salary of permanent employees, rent of factory or office. These are the example of fixed cost. And on the basis of diagram, fixed cost curve is parallel to x-axis. Whereas variable costs are those costs which changes with the volume of production. It's called variable cost. Means when production is 0 or minimum or maximum, cost changes proportionately, means according to that. And variable cost has a direct relation with total production. And examples are purchase of raw material, payment of wages, payment of wages to laborers, electricity bill. These are the examples of variable cost. On the basis of diagram, variable cost curve is sloping upward and it starts from the point of origin. Now next, different terms used in cost. Now cost has different terms. First one is fixed cost. Second one is variable cost. Third one is total cost. Fourth one is average fixed cost. Fifth one is average variable cost, and sixth, last one is marginal cost. Now first, fixed cost. Once again, fixed costs are those costs which remain fixed. Means it does not change with the volume of production. And at the same time, I am taking example also. For example, output means quantity of output which we are producing, if producer is producing. Then fixed cost, then variable cost, then total cost, then average fixed cost, then average variable cost, then average cost. After average variable cost, sixth one is average cost, and seventh is marginal cost. So average variable cost and average cost, and last one is marginal cost. Now suppose we are producing 0 output, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 units of output. Fixed cost is 100 rupees. Now whether producer is producing 0 unit of output or 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, cost remains same, means 100 rupees. Fixed cost will remain same at every level of output produced. Whatever he is producing, but fixed cost remains same, that is 100 rupees according to our example. So fixed costs are those costs which remain fixed with any volume of output. Whatever producer is producing, but cost remain fixed, such cost is called fixed cost. First definition is clear. Second one is variable cost. Variable costs are those costs which varies, which changes with the volume of production, varies with the volume of production. Volume of production means if production is 0, variable cost remains 0. If production is increasing, variable cost also starts increasing. For example, production is 0, variable cost is also 0. Then when they are producing 1 unit, variable cost is 50 rupees. When 2, it becomes 90 rupees. When they are producing 3 units of output, then it becomes suppose 120. Then producing 4 units of output, it becomes 140. And last 150. Then 40, 30, then 170, and here 230. The variable cost is continuously increasing. 0 to 50, then 50 to 90, then 90 to 120, then 170, then 230. Now total cost. Total cost is the addition of fixed cost and variable cost. Means fixed cost plus variable cost is equal to total cost. Means when we add fixed cost and variable cost, it becomes total cost. 100 plus 0, 100, 100 plus 50, 150, 100 plus 90, 190, then 100 plus 120, 220, 100 plus 170, 270, and last 100 plus 230, 330. The total cost is the addition of fixed cost plus variable cost. So what is total cost? Once again, the total expense, total cost incurred on producing any level of output. Means with the level of output, whatever cost incurred on fixed factors and whatever cost incurred on variable factors, addition of these two means addition of fixed cost and variable cost becomes total cost. Now average fixed cost. Average fixed cost. Definition is fixed cost per unit of output produced. Fixed cost per unit. Per means 1 unit. Means at every level of output produced, we are calculating fixed cost for 1 unit. When we are calculating fixed cost for 1 unit at every level of output, then it becomes average fixed cost. And formula for average fixed cost is average fixed cost is equal to total fixed cost divided by Q. Q means output produced. So when we divide total fixed cost, this is total fixed cost. When we divide total fixed cost with the output produced, then it becomes average fixed cost. For example, here total output is 0, fixed cost is 100. 100 divided by 0. So it becomes 100, then what? 100 divided by 1. Sorry. 0, then 100 divided by 1. 100 divided by 2. It becomes 50. 100 divided by 3. 33.33. 100 divided by 4. It becomes 25. And 100 divided by 5. It becomes 20. This is called average fixed cost. Formula is total fixed cost divided by Q. Next one is average variable cost. Now, average variable cost. In case of average fixed cost, we are calculating fixed cost per unit of output produced. Similarly, in case of variable cost per unit of output produced. Means at every level of output produced, we are calculating variable cost for 1 unit produced. So when we are calculating cost for 1 unit, which cost? Variable cost. When we are calculating variable cost for 1 unit of output produced, then it becomes average variable cost. So average variable cost means variable cost, calculating variable cost per unit of output produced. And formula for average variable cost is equal to total variable cost upon Q. Q means once again output produced. The formula for average variable cost is equal to total variable cost upon output produced. For example, here in case of our example, total variable cost divided by Q. Now variable cost is 0, output is also 0, that's why average variable cost also remains 0. Here variable cost is 50 for 1 unit, so 50 divided by 1 remains same 50. Then 90 divided by 2, 45. Then 120 divided by 3, it becomes 40. Then 170 divided by 4, 4 4 is 16, 1 4 42.5. And last 230 divided by 5, 5 4s are 20, 5 6 are 30, 46. It becomes average variable cost. The average variable cost is 50, then 45, then 40, then 42.5, then 46. Next term is average cost. Average cost has two formula. First of all, meaning of average cost. Cost per unit. Here cost means combination of both fixed cost plus variable cost. Cost here means total cost. Cost per unit of output produced. Output produced. So whatever goods we are producing, whatever quantity of goods we are producing, at every level of output produced, when we are calculating cost of 1 unit, cost means total cost of 1 unit, then it is called average cost. Means formula is cost per unit of output produced is equal to, is called average cost. Average cost. And average cost formula, first formula, total cost upon Q, means total cost upon output produced. First formula, here total cost is 100, 100 divided by 0, it becomes 0. Then 150 divided by 1, it remains same 150. Then means average cost we are calculating on the basis of total cost. 190 divided by 2, 2 9s are 18, 2 5s are 10, 95. Then 220 divided by 3, 3 7s are 21, 3 3s are 9, 73.3. Then 270 divided by 4, 4 6 are 24, 67.5. And 330 divided by 5, 5 6 are 30, 5 6 are 30, 66. This is called average cost. And second formula is, here it is average cost, and average cost is the, for example, total cost is the addition of total fixed cost and total variable cost. Similarly, average cost is the addition of average fixed cost or average variable cost. So you can cross check 100 plus 50, Average fixed cost plus average, writing for second formula, average fixed cost plus average variable cost is equal to average cost. So 100 plus 50, 150, 50 plus 45, 95, 33.33 plus 40, 73.33, then 42.5 plus 25, 67.5, and last 46 plus 20, 66. So either you can calculate average cost by this method or by first method. Means first method is if you divide total cost with output, then also we will get average cost, or instead of that, in place of that, you can add average fixed cost and average variable cost, then also we will get average cost. The addition of AFC and ABC is equal to AC, first method, and second method is if you divide total cost by total output produced, then also we will get average cost. Last one is marginal cost. Marginal cost means change in total cost. Change in total cost with one more or one less unit of output produced. And what is the formula? This is the definition. Change in total cost. Change in total cost when we are producing one more unit or one less unit. Means along with production of one more unit or one less unit, whatever changes take place in total cost, that change value is called marginal cost. And formula for marginal cost is equal to marginal cost of N is equal to total cost of N minus total cost of previous production, previous output, means N minus 1. This is the formula for marginal cost. MCN is equal to TCN minus TCN minus 1. Now, marginal cost. When we are producing 0 unit of output, so marginal cost remains 0. Now, when we are producing 1 unit, one more unit, means from 0 to 1, what changes take place in total cost? It becomes 150, from 100 to 150, means total changes is 50 rupees. So when we are producing 1 unit, changes in total cost is 50 rupees. So 50 rupees becomes marginal cost. When we are producing 2 units, means one more unit, from 1 to 2, when we are producing total 2 units, what changes take place in total cost? It becomes 190, from 150 to 190, means amount changes by 40 rupees. 40 rupees is the marginal cost. Then 190 to 220, changes in total cost is 30 rupees. Then 220 to 270, changes in total cost is 50 rupees. And then last 270 to 330, means changes in total cost is 60 rupees. That is called marginal cost. So in this example, I have calculated all the terms: fixed cost, variable cost, total cost. Total cost is the addition of fixed cost and variable cost. Then average fixed cost we have calculated on the basis of total fixed cost. Total fixed cost divided by output. For average variable cost, total variable cost is divided by output. Average cost, total cost divided by output. And last one is marginal cost, change in total cost. Change in total cost is called marginal cost. In this way, all the terms have been cleared here. Once again, first one is fixed cost. Total 7 terms are there related with cost: fixed cost, variable cost, total cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, average cost, and marginal cost. First one is fixed cost, which remain fixed, which do not change with the volume of output. Second one is variable cost, which changes with the volume of output, with the volume of production. Total cost, it is the addition of fixed cost and variable cost. Fourth one is average fixed cost per unit of output produced. Whatever expense incurred on the production of 1 unit, means here we are talking about fixed cost. So whenever we are calculating fixed cost for 1 unit of output produced, then it is called average fixed cost, and formula is TFC upon Q. When we are calculating average fixed cost, first of all definition, average variable cost. Variable cost per unit of output produced, and formula is TVC upon Q, means total variable cost divided by Q. Average cost, it has two formula, TC upon Q, and other formula is average fixed cost plus average variable cost. And next one is marginal cost, change in total cost with one more unit or one less unit of output produced. That is called marginal cost. And formula is marginal cost is equal to, means MCN is equal to TCN minus TCN minus 1. In this way, all the terms related with cost completed.